Dmitri the First, or false Dmitri the First, Lzhed Dmitri the First, or Lzhed Dmitri the First, was the Tsar of Russia from June 1605 to May 1606, under the name of Dmitri Ivanovich. He was the only Tsar ever raised to the throne by means of a military campaign and popular uprisings. He allegedly was born in October 1582, so if this birth date is correct, he was aged 23 when he died in Moscow. His birthplace is not known. He was the first and most successful of three pretenders, or samozvanets, or samozvanyets, who claimed during the time of troubles to be the youngest son of Ivan the Terrible, Tsarevich Dmitri Ivanovich, who had supposedly escaped a 1591 assassination attempt. Generally, people believed that the real Dmitri died in Uglich, and that this Dmitri's name was actually Grigory Otrepyev, although this is far from certain. There were rumors that Dmitri was an illegitimate son of the Polish king Stefan Batory, who had reigned from 1575 to 1586. Whoever this false Dmitri truly was, he knew how to ride a horse well. He also knew how to read and write, and knew, in addition to his native Russian, Polish and French. Dmitri, having gained the full support of the the Polish Commonwealth, formed an army of about 3,500 soldiers from various private forces. With them, he advanced on Russia in March 1605. Boris Godunov died in April 1605, and he had lost much of his popularity given the chaotic condition of Russia in the last years of his rule. And then the disaffected boyars, or nobles of Moscow, staged a palace coup in June, imprisoning the newly crowned Tsar, Fyodor II, and his mother, and they then were strangled to death. Later in June, Dmitri triumphantly entered Moscow, and a new Muscovite patriarch of his own choosing, the Greek patriarch Ignatius, crowned him. He moved to consolidate his power by visiting the tomb of Tsar Ivan and the convent of his widow Maria Nagaya, who accepted him as her son and confirmed his story. He planned to introduce a series of political and economic reforms. He restored Yuri's Day, the day when serfs were allowed to move to another lord, to ease the conditions of peasantry. His favorite in the Russian court, the 18-year-old Prince Ivan Khvorostinin, is considered by historians to be one of Russia's first westernizers. Dmitri sought an alliance between Russia, the Polish Commonwealth, and the Papal States. In May 1606, he married Marina Mniszek in Moscow. Rumors circulated that Dmitri had obtained the support of the Polish king Sigismund, who also had briefly ruled Sweden before being deposed officially in 1599, and Pope Paul V by promising to reunite the Russian Orthodox Church and the Roman Catholic Church. This angered the Russian Orthodox Church, the Russian aristocrats or boyars, and the ordinary Russian people. The resentful Prince Vasily Shuisky, who led the boyars, started to plot against the Tsar, accusing Dmitri of spreading Roman Catholicism, Lutheranism, and sodomy. Shuisky's adherents had spread the word that Tsar Dmitri was about to order his Polish retainers to lock the city gates and massacre the people of Moscow. And therefore, in May 1606, Tsar Dmitri was then killed by the boyars. His body was put on display and then cremated, with the ashes allegedly shot from a cannon towards Poland.